Hello everybody, welcome to another reaction video. Today we're here to react to another Zenless Zone Zero video. It is the Hugo EP, My Curse, My Fate, Destin et Malédiction. I probably pronounced that completely wrong, but Hugo is one of the more interesting characters in the story. I have done the 1.7 story already, and I thought it was brilliant. A bit long, but definitely Hugo is such an amazing character. I really want to pull him, but there is the unfortunate happenstance that he is right before Zenless Zone Zero 2.0. So we will see if I pull him in the feature after the 2.0 live stream. Anyway, let's take a look at this trailer.
Feels like it's kicking in.
Alright, so this is a scene that happened in the story.
It's all your fault.
Oh my goodness, that's his mom. And there it is, the French. One second, marry you, alright. That's how you know it's genuine, because I didn't... That's how you know my reaction's genuine. I didn't realize that it was only 720. Alright. Alright, so it looks like it's about Hugo's backstory. His backstory, and then that seems to be... it's on Vivian, that's his sister Serena. She's a lot smaller than him. I didn't expect that, like, I thought they were similar age. But clearly, she was much younger than him, or maybe just smaller. Yeah, and there it is. That is shockingly tragic. That his family was so corrupt that that had to happen. The animation is insane. Like, this is like live 2D, or like the After Effects puppet animation. Never mind, now it's full animation. But like... the production and like the quality of animation is so high, even though they're using this kind of puppet style. Dang, the music is kind of crazy. Your French music does hit kind of different, I'll be honest. Maybe it's just because I don't actually speak French, so... who knows? But gosh dang, there's a certain romance to it. And there he is, he found his people. Except Jack was the ultimate, like... he was the ultimate op. He set him up. And there it is, you see? I have no idea how Hugo was okay with this. Or he clearly wasn't okay with this. It affected him, but like... he didn't intervene with them. He didn't march in and get upset. He just held it in. Like, that's crazy. Why would Jack set him up like that? Like, Lycon and Jack were his most trusted people, and then Jack was like, oh, I see it. There's evil in him. You have to stop him. Like, oh, really? That was so upsetting when that happened, when I saw that in the backstory. Like, the music is so good. The art's also amazing. The animation, fantastic. Why we're using animation can't have this insane production value the entire music video. It's also like 4 minutes, so it's already pretty impressive in that regard. Alright, the chocolate coin that Hugo carries, stepping over it. That inner demon, I'm upset he was a Bangu, like for most of the story. I mean, the voice acting was carrying the all it's okay, but like, if they could have just used an evil Hugo model, I would have taken it. It would have been a lot more traumatic. Dang, they're showing a lot of his, like, bare chest. Gosh, dang, everything is just hanging out! This fight's really sick, though. He's so confident. Oh, you fit the scythe. Oh, but I got a scythe, too! Oh, that's so sick. Oh, okay, they're just colors now. They're just represented by the colors. Oh, it looks like Hugo beat his demon. As we know from the story, of course. Yo, that was crazy! Wait, that's like... okay, hang on. Let's go back. Alright, that's the end of it? No, there's more. There's a little bit more. Okay, his demon is his younger self. That's really cool. They didn't really show that in the story. That's so cool. Okay, wait a second. But more important than that, hang on. Gosh dang! Everything just, hey, am I allowed to put the, well, I mean, they put it on YouTube, so it's fine. That's crazy! That's crazy! Chad, do you know how low his pants are? That's diabolical. Okay, alright, let's go over this. Let's do the breakdown. Normally I do the breakdown during, but I was actually so entranced by the music that I just let it play. Normally I pause it and we look at it, for a little bit by bit and take it in one bit at a time to process everything. I couldn't. The music was too good. Alright, so there's his mom who tried to take out his eyes with scissors because she's insane. And we delve into the chocolate coin. And so here we see, I think these represent his other siblings. And they're all much older than him. So this is the Ravenlock family. And they all mocked him, they all called him dirty blood and all this and that, not from the pure mainline family. And Vivian was the only one that cared because she was the, not Vivian, Serena was the only one that cared because she was the youngest. Okay, and like, so she was kind of pure of heart in that sense. That's crazy then. And then so she defended him from the older siblings because she saw him as a person and not just competition. She tended to his wounds. And she was a beautiful butterfly. And they got to be elegant together. But this rotten sibling had to destroy that. She got poisoned. And she died. And these awful people laughed. Dang. I like how they showed like them laughing by like shaking their heads. And then they blamed it on him. They blamed it on Hugo, but it backfired. It backfired because that raised his standing in the household. Because their dad was evil and decided that was this is a house of competition. You can see if he breaks the chocolate coin, but it's a butterfly. Dang, that's crazy! And then driven into despair because his inner demon goes crazy. Wait, let me see here. Oh, let's see the frame here. This is crazy. That's Hugo's inner demon. And Hugo gets angry. He decides, alright, I'm playing your very same games. He's broken at this point. Smashes the tomato. I'm guessing that's like a metaphor for something else. Like maybe he's ripping his own heart out. Well, he's staining his hands with blood. Oh, okay, that's what it is. That's awesome actually. That's so sick. The storytelling. And then he becomes another puppet just for their father. Another tool for the family. But he snaps it. Okay, he snaps the puppet strings and makes his escape. You can see there they are. And then you got whatever these are. Oh, those are ethereals. Okay. And then he finds a new home in Jack and Lycon. And Jack is poor because he's feeding 2 growing boys. And you can look right here. Alright, so clearly... Alright, Hugo doesn't want to eat his veggies. He wants to eat the meat. And Lycon's like, you have to eat the veggies. Alright, they're important for you to grow up. And then you can see Hugo's trying to shovel in more meat into his mouth. Hey, pause. But anyways... And then they became thieves that stole. Alright, Jack was teaching them, but as they got older, Jack starts to fall behind because he's an older man. He's starting to get old. The storytelling, guys, I'm telling you. This is so good. And it transitions into this. It's not really like crazy hidden meaning behind it. It's just Jack was worried about Hugo and he took what I believe are the wrong steps. And that is, he decided to warn Lycon that Hugo is gonna go down a dark path, even though Hugo has left his old life behind. He essentially planted a seed of doubt in Lycon.
He's inherited the seed of evil.
That is so tragic. Alright, like they are basically brothers, right? And then Lycon now doubts him because their mentor, right? Because their mentor is like, oh, there's something wrong with him.
If it ever comes down to it, you must be the one.
His whole world comes crashing down because of that.
Now I know.
And then now he's a puppet again. He just fell back into his old patterns. And here we have... So instead of his father being the puppet master, it's now Hugo's inner demon. Right now, he's only doing this for himself. Dead inside, no shading in the eyes. He's just here now. Alright, and here's the will to kill. Alright, all his other siblings. Alright, the demon. He goes in, their heads are exploding. This is blood being shed. Now, he does state during the story that he didn't kill them. It was his uncle. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm gonna interpret it another way. I really think it's not that he killed them, but he could have prevented it. And so, in his eyes, he did kill them. And honestly, he probably could have saved them. And there's the whole, like, he could have killed his father before this whole fiasco happened, and that would have saved him. But I think he could have saved them in the moment. He has a very adept skill set. So I really think this is him. This is how he views himself. He's like, I'm the one that killed them because at any moment I couldn't have stopped this from happening. And it's just a dance for him. He doesn't care. He's just performing throughout his life, the dance of life, the things that need to be done until the performance is over. And that has led him to where he is now. Alright, no friends. He just has Mockingbird. Okay, see, no friends. He has Vivian, of course, right? But knowing his relationship with Vivian, it's a little scuffed. It's a little messed up because she's essentially Serena's replacement. And even though he does deeply care about her, it is such an interesting character flaw. I think Hugo is one of the best written characters in Gacha that we've seen so far. And he hasn't had that much time to shine. They've given him so much story and importance and like character development. And you flash back through everything that built up who he is. This is an amazing like EP. This is better than his trailer. All wrapped up in a chocolate coin. His entire life wrapped up. And he steps on it because he steps on it because, well, the demon steps on it, right? Because his life is essentially worthless in his eyes. But now the courage to face himself, he breaks out of his bindings. This is so fanservice-y, guys. Like, I don't know how... He's like, you see his back, the decal on the back muscle is also kind of crazy. But like, the way his legs are posed, and the muscles flexing in the wind, I don't know, this is a max fanservice shot. That's crazy. I don't know where this, like, it's not blood, it's like dirt. Or maybe it is, it's supposed to be blood. They just, the only colors here are purple, and then the darks, the grays. The monotones, and so the blood got turned to gray. When he wipes that off, you can see his hands are very scuffed too. There's scratches. That's just the knuckle wrinkle, but like there's scratches here and there. That could just be extra hand details, but I feel like it's because of his line of work. He uses his hands to steal a lot. Alright, what's of sleight of hand? So they like to show that the details that these artists give are insane. And then the confident kick. Alright, this fight is one-sided. Alright, the demon actually has nothing on the true Hugo. Because his life experiences are what built him up. The easy dodge, the confident smile. And the big thing about Hugo, right? A big thing is he is built up by lies. Alright, so this confidence, it's a facade. He is worried. He is stressed, but he faces everything with that confident look on his face. Remember, the inner demon is his true self, and it's nervous. And it's his lies that he's lying to himself to give himself the power to win against his inner monologue. That is such An amazing story to be told. Gosh dang. The animation's also fantastic. They really mastered this, and also this has the this is like crazy. I said it was a fan service shot, and it truly is. But also you can see he's breaking out of the darkness. He's breaking out of the darkness, and you can see the puppet strings behind him. He is taking control of his own self, alright? Those puppet strings are lifting him up. They're supporting him as he pushes his way through the darkness. And boom, he breaks out of the darkness into the light. Here also you can see, like, this is the warehouse too, alright? This representative of, like, him breaking free of his inner turmoil. What a fantastic EP! This is probably one of the best things that the Hoyoverse has done. They really went above and beyond. The music was great, the animation was great, the directing was great, the story was great. Like, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. It really is. This is, in my eyes, and I'm even including the Sengensa Miyabi animation that they did. This is probably the best Zenless Zone Zero trailer. Flat out. Like, it's just that good. Anyway, what do you guys think, alright? Did you enjoy the reaction? Did you enjoy the breakdown? Let me know down in the comments below, alright? Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know that you guys like this kind of breakdown content. This reaction and then breakdown, alright? I know a lot of people just watch the reaction, but I would love it if you guys watched all the way through. Let me know what you think. And also, are you going to be pulling Hugo? Alright? Let me know down below in the comments if you enjoyed the content. Also subscribe. I do a lot of reactions for Zenless Zone Zero, for Wuthering Waves, for Genshin Impact, for Honkai Star Rail maybe. I don't know. We're kind of in this weird like thing with HSR. But we'll see. Anyway, with that one, alright. Hope you all had a good one. Remember, antenna are nice, so I will see you next time. Bye!